G'day guys, Aussie Mark here again. And I've had quite a few compliments and comments on my photos of late that I've taken with my drone, my DJI Phantom 3 Standard. People wanting to know what my settings are and whatnot. Now it's very simple. I basically just shoot with a standard JPEG image because it's so much smaller than RAW, and the software that I have can't handle RAW anyway. So basically I'm just using a simple free download paint.net, and the version I've got at the moment is 4.0.16, as you can see there. It's not really anything too special, although it's an awful lot better than like Microsoft Paint, for example. It'll give you layers, it'll give you lots of things. So today we're going to edit this particular photo. This is one that's come straight off the micro SD card from the drone. It's been unedited. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and do a save as. I'm going to save as edited. I'm going to make it so it's DJI 0006 _ edited. Okay, so I'll save that. Alright, now there's some basic things that I always do. First of all, I always sharpen my image. So I'm going to go up in this case to edit, to object, no, not to object, sorry, to photo, sharpen, and then I'm just going to run this up, and I usually just run it up about 10, and that'll make things a lot crisper and more clear. Okay, now I'll just OK that. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to adjustments, hue and saturation. Move that down so you can see. I'm not going to touch the hue or the lightness and brightness. I'm just going to up the saturation maybe to 20. Oh, that's a bit unrealistic. Let's make that 10. So that's that one. And now I'm going to go and have a look at the one more thing. It's really straightforward what I do. I'm going to go to curves. And in curves I go straight to RGB, which allows me to edit the red, greens and blues. In this case you've got a lot of blues and a little bit on the warm side, so a little bit of reds. So let's take the green out. Now basically what I do is you click on these curves. If I click here, it's going to create a midpoint, or point down towards the bottom of the photo actually. Bottom of the photo, I want that to be pretty much as it is. So I'm just going to leave that there. Now if I want the top of the screen, the blues and the reds to come up a little bit, I actually just drag that up and you can see the change in the colors there. So that looks good to me. I could go up this way and you can see the changes there. I could bring it down this way and you can see the changes there. Could make it way out, and that's just ridiculous. It's not at all natural. I like to keep it as fairly natural. So this is about where I tend to move things to. That's about it for that one. Oh, and the only other thing that I often do, and that is to straighten the camera. Straighten the photo. If it's not 100% straight on the horizon, I do try and make that straight. How do I do that? Well, first of all, I create a new layer. So I'm going to go to my layers window here and click on new layer. Then I'm going to click on line. I want to draw a line roughly where I think the horizon is. Now you can see, oh, maybe you can't see with that one. Let me just undo that. I'll just go to undo. Okay, I want my line to be white and I want my line to be thick enough to be able to see. So let's make that, say, 10. Now you can see the white line there, but I could put that anywhere and it wouldn't actually be horizontal, would it? But if I press the shift key, it jumps automatically to horizontal. So I'm going to move that around out here somewhere. That looks good. Okay. Then I'm going to go back to the original photo. Let's move this out of the way. Now you can see the horizon line. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty much on the horizon. That was a fairly good guess. I really don't need to tweak it that much. But if I now just right click on the photo, whoops, make sure I'm in the right thing. I need to select the actual photo. This is not just selecting the, not a selection tool, but actually grabbing the photo itself. Now I'm going to right click on the mouse and I can tilt it just a little bit, just a fraction, because what I'm looking for is for the horizon line to be pretty much the same on both sides. So it's gone down a little bit here and up a little bit over here. That looks about right to me. Hitting my escape button will get me out of that. Now I want to get rid of the white line. Obviously I don't want that there. Remember I said that's on a separate layer down here. So I'm going to actually select that layer and delete it, get rid of the white line. Now I'm going to go to my selection tool. Instead of this one, which is what we're on now, I'm going to move to the selection. So all that's going to do is, if I click here, it's going to select the entire window, the entire photograph, the rectangle that we started with. Now if I just grab, I could just grab a corner and try and move it down. What I prefer to do is just grab the middle of each side. That way I can move it down. See how you can see here, that stripe, that area is where we've now got nothing. So I'm actually going to just move this down slightly until I'm right on the photograph. Then I do that on every side. It's pretty straightforward. I just move it in. See how that bit there? Now down here you can see there's a lot of stripe there, so I need to move this up a fraction, and over on this side I need to move that in a fraction. Okay, so that's that. Now I just go to image, crop to selection, and now we've got a new image. We lost just a fraction. Let me move that out there and that out there, and then I'm going to go to hit save. Okay, so now I've got a saved version and an edited version. So let's see if we can put them side by side, shall we? Okay, so I want to be able to view, whoops, I'm now going to open up my original. So open recent, I'm going to open up the 06 unedited version. So that's the unedited version, that's the edited version. Unedited, edited. Hope that helped today. I've been Aussie Mark. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing any of your comments on the video. Post them below, and I'll also put a link down to where you can download this paint.net. This one's fairly straightforward and it's free, and we all love free stuff. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.